Hi, everybody. Welcome to week 8. At the end of this week, we will be halfway through the course. That's kind of exciting for me. I hope it is for you too. For me, most of the weeks have just flown by, and I can't believe it's Thursday already each week. But hopefully the course is going quickly for you. So this week, I will review your active learning methods, papers, annotated bibliographies. I'm looking forward to seeing all of the articles that you found and the different strategies and things that you were able to discover. So this week in class, we are digging further into actual teaching. The easiest part is going to be completing the NEPD form because that'll be due Wednesday. And of course, you'll be updating me on your progress with your practicum, and I always enjoy reading those. Please remember to look at my feedback on the last NEPD form you submitted, and then remember use that actual same form to submit this week's assignment. All right, now on to the lesson plan. Okay. This assignment will be in the form of like a table, basically, is the most typical way to submit a lesson plan. I'm attaching a very basic one that I just put together in Word for you. You can use this one. You can use any other one that you find online. It doesn't really matter how you set it up, just that you have all the components that we need, okay? So let's go ahead and review each one of those. So first of all, I want you to include the setting and population and also the amount of time that you've been allotted. That kind of plays into the setting. So where are you going to be teaching this class? And then tell me a little bit about the types of students you are teaching. Are they nursing students? Are they patients? Are they staff nurses? What were you able to find out about them with your learning needs assessment? Just a few sentences about that. And then how much time are you being given for this class that you're going to teach, the material that you're going to teach? Okay. Then you're going to include your general topic and the objectives in that ABCD format that we've discussed before. And then I want to know why you chose those objectives. What prompted you to address these areas? Also, if your teaching is part of like a whole course, how does that part align with the overall course objectives? Where does it fit into that whole puzzle of the course? So for this assignment, for your teaching, you should have 2 to 3 objectives, maybe more if you're teaching for a longer period of time, but at least 2 or 3, I would think. Okay, then an outline of the topics that you'll cover, and just a regular outline, Roman numerals, bullet points, however we want to set it up, but an outline of the actual content that you're going to cover. Then, of course, your teaching strategies, at least 2 that you have settled on, why you chose them, and then which learning style does each one address. Okay, pretty straightforward. We've been talking about that piece a lot. And then your evaluation strategies. Depending on what part of a teaching module or whatever you're focusing on, they might be formative, they might be summative. Evaluation strategies, I would think you would have at least 2 because these evaluation strategies are going to flow from your 2 or 3 objectives that you included in the ABCD format. Remember, they all tie together. And then finally, the references section. You need to have at least 2 scholarly references. Maybe they'll be about your content, maybe they'll be about learning styles, something. At least 2 scholarly references for this assignment. So feel free to use my template. There's also one in a book that you would have gotten earlier in the program by Billings and Halstead called Teaching in Nursing. So there's one in there, and like I said, there's a lot online. Just make sure that you include all those components. So our DQ this week is based on directly from your lesson plan. You'll include 2 of the objectives that you wrote in the ABCD format, and then explain how you will go about achieving these objectives. You might want to include information about the strategies you're going to use, maybe a little bit about the content, but write a couple paragraphs in the DQ talking about your objectives and how you're going to achieve those. So once the lesson plan's done, the DQ will be easy. And okay, so earlier in the MSM program, you did have to write objectives. You had to write like a mini course or class about something, outlining the content. So you've had some experience with this already, but this time it's for real, with real people and in a real setting. So you'll be taking into account the information that you gained from your learning needs assessment, and hopefully this preparation will help your teaching go smoothly, and if nothing else, it'll be a very good learning experience. And I will tell you that this is a very practical, common approach to developing teaching material. I'm in the process of planning some health education for young adults in special education programs. These are students like age 18 to 22, and I'm going to be teaching some things about nutrition, some about hygiene, hand washing, cold and flu prevention, just some really common, easy health topics. But I am going to be going through the same process that you are. So first I needed to determine things like needs assessment. So I want to look at the cognitive levels and experience of my participants. That's going to be important, especially like reading level, stuff like that. Then I'm going to work on my objectives and how will I know they've been met. So I'll be trying to format those ABCD objectives. And then I'm also going to be looking at teaching strategies that should be effective for these groups of students and for the content. So this is real life. This is very much how it's done. We're just giving you like a little bit more structure about how to get these things accomplished. I know this is going to be a busy week for you. Stay strong. Remember, at the end of this week, we are halfway through the course, and you are going to make it, and you are going to be successful. All right, that's it for this week. I will see you in the main forum, everybody.